This is He Knows the Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. Giannis Antetokounmpo, Greek freak, man. He ain't no different than all these other NBA players. I knew it. He knows his sport, dog. And the prediction king strikes again. Let me say it again. And the prediction king strikes again. I told y'all motherfuckers this shit so many lives ago. People weren't paying attention. So, Greek freak and Greek freak, well, I told you cats, man. People don't get it, right? They don't understand. When you sit here and tell people the cold-hearted, unadulterated, cutthroat truths. Oh no, he's an old school player. He's cut from an old school cloth. How can you be an old school player and cut from an old school cloth when all you know is this new age bullshit? Let me say it again. How can you be an old school player and cut from an old school cloth when all you know is this new age bullshit? I knew there was something wrong fundamentally and vehemently. Let me say it again. I knew there was something wrong fundamentally and vehemently with Giannis Antetokounmpo and him not making a public proclamation. People have a problem doing public proclamations. This is what separates the old school players from the new school players. Old school players had no problem, unequivocally, unquestionably, making public proclamations all the time to basically put everything under the bed and dispel rumors. This is what Kobe Bryant used to do. This is what Kevin Durant does, and Kevin Durant gets vilified for it constantly, left and right. But Giannis Antetokounmpo, if you're going to stay with the Milwaukee Bucks, why not come out vehemently and say that? If you don't want the rumors to spell out, right? Even though you're going to quote unquote do that little trickery and that fuckery, why don't you come out and say something? This is the problem with the modern day player today. I told you, they manufacture these motherfuckers out of a chemical lab. They don't have what we call independent and free will to think. Basically, they don't have DNA. Because if they did, they would gird up their loins and man the fuck up, be alphas and not betas in the situation, and say, okay, we're going to dispel the rumors. We're going to put this shit to bed. But why not do that? Why leave everybody in a circle? Why leave everyone in a frenzy? Because he is seriously thinking about this, folks. Let me say it again. Because he is seriously thinking about this. This has crossed his mind. And this narrative where people are saying, but he got his brothers. Why would he bring his brothers? How many people do shit like that? Just because he brings his brothers, last time I checked, yeah, he could be his brother's keepers all he wants. But those are his brothers. They are grown ass men. They need to fend for their fucking selves. I didn't know Giannis Antetokounmpo was their dad. So what if you have a brother that's playing on the Milwaukee Bucks? How many brothers have we seen play on different teams? Giannis Antetokounmpo has to do what's in Giannis Antetokounmpo's best interest. Let me say it again. Giannis Antetokounmpo is going to have to do what's in the best interest of Giannis Antetokounmpo, because self-preservation is the law of the land. Let me say it again. Self-preservation is the law of the land. And at this point, he's jumping on the bandwagon of the super team fiasco because he knows Kevin Durant is going to be back in 2021. And we've seen what it looked like when he's gone up against Kevin Durant. He's gotten his ass lashed the fuck up. But here's the problem. You're running from one lashing to the next. Let me say it again. You're running from one lashing to the next. Because even if you go to the Golden State Warriors and you go to that super team, you got to fucking deal with the Los Angeles Clippers. You got to deal with Kawhi Leonard. That man locked your ass up last year in the NBA playoffs. Let me say it again. He locked your ass up last year in the third round of the NBA playoffs. Remember, he put the clampers on you. And Kawhi Leonard is just getting into his groove. Last time I checked, he ain't going nowhere no time soon. So you running from one problem to the next. Because Kevin Durant was systematically and vehemently going to block your ass in the NBA Eastern Conference. So I get it. You didn't want that free smoke. But you running your ass to the Wild Wild West. The Wild Wild West. The Wild Wild West. You don't think that backcourt defensively ain't going to be sick with the Los Angeles Clippers? They're going to be more sound. Their chemistry is going to be off the charts. Remember, you will just be coming in to a Golden State Warriors situation. And on the back end, that is. Because Stephen Curry is going to be, what we would say, into his 30s. Klay Thompson's coming off of some serious ass injury. And Draymond Green is just basically decrepit as the moments go on. Let me say again, he's decrepit. He's on the back end at this point. So I get it. You want to join that team. You know, we got D'Angelo Russell over there. I get it. But that doesn't assure you anything, because the Clippers are definitely going to run the NBA Western Conference. They're going to be in their groove. So you run from one lashing to the next. So what did you accomplish in doing that? And what you need to do, Giannis Antetokounmpo, is at least say, man up and be like all of these other super team hoppers and say, you know what, I don't want to talk about it. Because that's what they do. When they let your ass know they're going to leave, they'll say, well, I'll address free agency at the time free agency comes around. You're not even doing that. So what you're doing is even dirtier. Because we know damn well you got in the back of your mind that you want to go for the Golden State Warriors. Ain't nobody stupid over here. Ain't nobody was born yesterday. Ain't nobody wet behind the ears. And this is not our first rodeo. So just come out and be slick and methodical about it instead of actually being dirty about it. Because we know that's the move you're going to play. But again, remember what I said. You're only going from one lashing to the next. This is He Knows the Sport. Check it out.